I heard of the audition through my manager in America, and I heard that it was a sort of new format. I heard about the people attached, and I was very excited, mainly because National Geographic were involved.
Of course.
I thought, you just trust the brand, and it was bound to be interesting.
Of course. What research did you do to give life to a character? Did you read some books? Did you see some movies, for example?
Yes, I watched the film about John Glenn, The Last Man on the Moon.
Yeah.
I read, is it David Hadfield? Chris Hadfield, an astronaut's survival guide on Earth, something like that.
Okay, I would judge.
This kind of thing. Obviously, we had some preparation with Mae Jemison, the ex-NASA astronaut. I looked at a lot of things about the astronaut's mindset and what it takes to envisage a mission and embark on this kind of adventure. It was something that was very alien to me. So that was really the main thing to embrace, the sort of idea of, well, incredible courage. It's almost like going to war or something like that.
Yes.
It's something that's very alien to me, you know. And the scientific mindset. I'm not very scientifically minded. I'm more, you know, an artist. Languages and things like that. So it was I had to do quite a lot of research. Yeah.
You are working on this series with the NASA and SpaceX to make it as realistic as possible. Can you talk a little about your collaboration with Mae Jemison?
So I only met her during season 1.
Okay.
She wasn't a part, and I didn't meet her during season 2.
I
don't think she was involved. I'm not sure. Also, my character is only an astronaut in season 1.
Okay.
Season 2, she's returned to Earth.
Okay.
So all my scenes were inside. I'm not on Mars anymore.
Okay.
So I was part of the preparation to go to Mars in season 1. And we trained in a pool, so she showed us how, I mean, obviously, our exteriors, our Mars scenes, were shot in a very hot climate. So the difference was that we had to pretend it was very cold in a very, very hot climate, which made it very difficult. But the main thing was that she wanted to explain to us how astronauts talk to each other, the fact that they stay very, very calm, they have to be very, very rational and very logical and always find a solution.
Okay.
We did some exercises in a swimming pool to play around with weightlessness, because on Mars there's only a little bit. So you have to find the right...
So good balance,
Yeah. I didn't actually have to do much of that in the end, but it was incredibly interesting to see how the body changes.
What can you tell us about the place where you have filmed this series?
So we filmed everything in Budapest.
Okay.
For season 1, we did the exteriors in Morocco, which was incredible, very, very hot, like I said. Budapest, they have very good studio facilities. We had an amazing set designer.
Okay.
Very realistic sets. For season 2, when my characters returned to Earth, I filmed in a public building called the Balna, which is like a congress center. It's a little bit like this.
Like this place.
And they rented it for a week, and all my scenes had to be shot in, 5 days or something, because the office, Leslie Richardson's office, is in a building like this, in a public space.
Can you talk a little about the main difficulties that you have encountered during the season 2?
Difficulties? Well, like I just said,
yes.
Due to the location where my office, where Leslie Richardson's office is located, the main difficulty was doing a lot of things all by myself in a very short space of time.
Not easy,
Where season 1 was very much the ensemble cast.
Okay.
You know, when you're working with other people, you can always take something from them, rely on them a little bit. You work together, you improvise together. Also, we had different directors. So at one point, I worked with all 3 directors in one day on season 2. So that was very challenging. Also, the change of the character from season 1 to season 2, there was a massive change in how she behaves and her journey. It was much more externalized in season 1. Season 2, it becomes very internalized. She's a public figure. She's very lonely. She carries a lot of responsibility. So I felt like I had to make quite a leap from where I had been. And like I said, it was all done in a very short space of time.
In this second season, can you tell us which was your favorite episode?
Second one, yeah. I think probably episode... To watch, I think episode 6.
6? Okay.
But 5 for my character. Yeah.
What can you tell us about your collaboration on the first season with Ron Howard on this series and about the cast of this second season? On this second season?
Sorry, what was the first part of the
Sorry, your collaboration with Ron Howard on the first series?
Ron Howard.
Yeah.
I only got to meet him on season 1. He came and visited the set.
Okay.
It was a little bit surreal, obviously, because it's someone that you always,
No,
you've known, and you can't quite imagine to actually meet him in the flesh. What struck me is just how personable he is, and what an astute professional. I mean, he came and met us all, shook our hand, complimented us on our work. He was there. He was checking the takes, and he was just there, so present, so, he just looks you in the eye, and he means it. He really means it, and
nice.
So it felt very reassuring, even though he was only there for 1 day.
And my last question, which are your current projects?
So I've just wrapped on a Channel 4 comedy series about a Syrian refugee whose family gets broken up into 2.
Nice.
He ends up in the UK, she and their son ends up in Berlin. I play the German host. Okay. And it's very much about the cultural differences between these 2 families played out through this refugee crisis, but really it's about England and Germany and Brexit and
Europe.
all these things. Yes, Europe and the crisis that we're going through at the moment. So it's written by Rufus Jones, very talented actor and writer, and I did 2 incredible short films this year. So I've been very lucky. I've played some very complex, strong female characters this year. Yes.
Thank you very much. Have a good day.
Thank you. Nice
Bye-bye.
to meet you. Thank you.